viewers, I'm Israel and I'm here to engage you today on the nervous system. The main reason why I've chosen to go through the nervous system today is simply because the subsequent videos I will be making will be utilizing the principle of the nervous system to explain things such as the baroreceptors and the chemoreceptors. Okay then, the nervous system. The nervous system is actually broken down into the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system, I like it very much, simply because it's only broken into two divisions, and that's it, no more. Central nervous system is broken down into the brain and the spinal cord. That's it. Nice and easy, done. However, we've got the peripheral nervous system. The peripheral nervous system is broken down into the sensory division and the motor division. Under the sensory division, we've got nerves that are referred to as the efferent nerves, and they actually take messages into the central nervous system. The very easy way I use in remembering this is that A for afferent is ascending, because ascending starts with the A, which means the message is actually ascending into the central nervous system. Another good way to look at it as well is you could use this A as arriving, which means the message which is being sensed by the peripheral nervous system is actually arriving at the central nervous system. That's how the sensory division actually works. And under the motor division, we've actually gotten efferent nerves. Efferent, which means the nerves actually involved come out, send messages out of the central nervous system. And the beginning letter of efferent is E, which means the message is exiting the central nervous system. Meaning, when the message is being channeled to the central nervous system, the message gets interpreted in there, in the brain, and then it has to exit the brain via the efferent nerves. The motor division is then further broken down into autonomic nervous system and somatic nervous system. With the autonomic nervous system, from the name, the subjection autonomic, which means it is automatic, meaning it is involuntary action. We don't actually have too much control over it. Whereas the somatic, it's got part of, it's voluntary. We actually do control part of it, simply because it has to do with control of the skeletal muscles. Going back to our autonomic nervous system, it is further broken down into two divisions. We've got the sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system, it's otherwise referred to as flight or fight response, where we have adrenaline being released and noradrenaline. With the parasympathetic, this is actually referred to as rest and digest responses, which means when we are in ground state, the parasympathetic activities actually dominate over the sympathetic. So for the sympathetic, we've actually got more of, like, if we look at the analogy of cars, when we drive cars, we've got the throttle or the accelerator and then the brake. The sympathetic in most systems will actually come up as the throttle, that's the accelerator, giving us the speed, the push to go. Whereas the parasympathetic in most systems as well will actually come up as the brake to slow us down when we don't have to, especially when it comes to digestion of our food after having our sumptuous meals. Blood will be needed in our digestive system to actually digest the food we've actually ingested. So therefore, parasympathetic will be taking prevalence over the sympathetic nervous system. Thank you very much for your audience, and I look forward to making more videos, like I said, on the chemoreceptors and baroreceptors very much, and bye for now.